Hey guys, Dan I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about XRP and just charting in general. I'm going to walk you through how I would draw support and resistance lines on this. I've deleted all my old lines, well most of them, let's delete all of them. I'm going to go through and show you basically how I set it up and basically have we proven that XRP has broken out or is it just a fake out? So that's what we're doing today. Let's go. All right, very first thing is I'm going to go for a high time frame. So I'll go for like the weekly chart. Now, you can see here, there's kind of not enough data in this area to do anything on this weekly chart. Now, 3-day chart, we could say, okay, I mean, I can draw a line from the top of this candle close to the next candle close, and we get something like this. Is this going to tell us something? Meh, not really. There's again not enough data. Now let's go to the daily chart. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. So what I do, this is how I do it personally. I draw a line right here. So if you go here, just a regular trend line, I'm gonna draw it from the top of this candle right here where it closed, and then I'm gonna go to the next highest candle here, okay? So I'm gonna go kind of right through the center of those two candles, and we're gonna draw a line something like this, okay? So here we go, kind of fits there. Touches there, touches there. Now I'm going to make this orange. I like to use different colors for different time frames. Okay. So there we go. There's one line. Let's draw another one on the bottom. I like to do, again, this is a decision point, right? So right here, we were going up. Now we're going down. You can use the candle close there. Same thing here. We're going down. Now we're going up. So I'm going to use this very first candle close right here. And we're going to draw a line through the next one and kind of align it with the other ones here. So you can see we touch here and we touch here. Okay, there we go. Now we have this little descending, tightening wedge, we'll call it. Okay. And then now, if you really want, you can draw some other lines. I'm going to draw the top of the wick. So we're going to go from, you can either do the first wick to the next wick, and you can see something kind of interesting there. If we draw from this wick to this wick, you have something that kind of is also interesting there. Okay, so it's going to get a little bit messy. There's going to be some lines, but it kind of just shows us where there is potential for a reversal or a resistance or a support line. Another thing you can do is if I do want to go to the monthly chart, I can go over here and look at the old all-time high, and I'm also going to draw a fib retracement. Okay, so I'm going to go from this all-time high, and I'm going to go to basically the all-time low right there. I'm going to lock that on the chart. I'll show you my settings real quick for the fib retracement, what I like to use. I like to do this extend lines to the right. Then I also like to remove the background color. And I like to put the labels on the right-hand side. It just moves everything to this right-hand side, makes it a little bit cleaner. I also do go through here and change the opacity of these because I don't like them super, dark. The 50% is very important, so I leave this one at 100%. Also the 618 and the 382 I leave at 50%, and then the rest of them I turn down to 24% opacity because they're not as important as the other ones. Okay, so that's what I personally do. Then I do, this is the whole market, right? So the very first fib retracement I do is from the very top to the very bottom. The next fib retracement I do is from the last all-time high to the cycle low, which is right about there. Okay, and then we're going to lock that one in, same spot. Okay, now we're going to go back to the daily where we are. This just gives us some other lines, some other possible resistant and support lines right here. So you can see we have not touched either of these 0.5 levels yet. So that's interesting. We did, however, get some rejections off this 0.618, and we even touched this other 0.618 here. Okay, so that's important to notice. So here we go. We have a bunch of lines. These are all our resistance lines. Now let's draw, we have one support line. Let's draw one more. It kind of seems like the price of, you can see it's basically about $2, has a very nice line as well. So if you hold shift on TradingView, it forces the line to be horizontal. So we can draw a line there. That's going to be a pretty big support as well. You can see there's definitely some levels at $2. I'm going to make this one a different color just because it's more of a psychological number, not something because of the daily chart. Okay, I'm going to do the same exact thing again. I'm going to draw another one for $2.50 because you can see we have definitely some resistance at $2.50 as well. Okay, so I'm going to draw that one. If you want to get it exactly, you can hit the settings button you can go to coordinates and you can just say, all right, this is 2.5, and then you're gonna hit OK. There you go. I think I might have only changed one of them though. Let's do it a little bit better way. You can actually just use this horizontal line. That's a little bit easier here. So if I put a horizontal line, I'll just leave it as 11 or 11 as yellow. I'm going to hit setting here and I'm going to hit, this is going to be exactly 2. I'm going to draw another one up here. I'm going to hit settings and I'm going to put it at exactly 2.5. Okay. So here's some resistance lines as well. I'm going to lock those. I'm going to lock these just so I don't accidentally get rid of any of these or move them accidentally. I'm just going to lock the ones I've drawn already. Okay. Here we go. Looking good. Now, what do I do now? I like to now go to the 4-hour chart and see if I see anything different. Okay. So I'm going to draw the same lines that I just drew, except for now I'm going to do it on the 4-hour chart. Okay. It does get a little bit messy, but you can turn them on and off. You can do all sorts of different things here. So again, I'm going to go from the top of the candle close, the highest one, to the next one. We're going to draw that line straight through there. Okay. I'm going to make this one yellow. So I like to do, you know, now all the orange lines are basically from the daily. All the yellow lines are from the 4-hour. Okay. So we're going to do the same exact thing there. All right. That looks good. What else do we want to draw here? So what else could we do? Now there is some resistance here that you could do something like this, but that's not really in play right now, but that is other things you can do. You can draw, you know, lots of things like this. What else do we got going on here? So pretty much for the 4-hour, I don't see really anything different here. I don't see really anything different that looks way different than the daily chart. They look very, very similar, right? If I go to the 1-hour, kind of the same story. You know, there is kind of a lot of resistance here, but it doesn't really line up with anything else. So what do we have going on? Did we confirm a breakout? Yes or no? So if we're on the hourly chart now, you can see we have come past all of these descending lines. The only thing that we have left holding us back is this $2.50, that $2.50 level. So interesting. I would say that we may have a breakout. Whoa, that was very weird. I would say that we do have a possible breakout. You can see here, we even, if we go on the 4-hour chart, or even, yeah, let's go to the 4-hour chart. You can see we even retested these two lines, right? So we broke out of these, we retested both of them. We came past the next resistance level and stopped at the $2.50, which we've stopped at a couple other times. You can see that we've stopped there, we stopped there, we stopped there, we stopped there, we stopped there. You know what I mean? We stopped originally here from the very run up from the beginning. So you can see there's a lot of resistance at $2.50 because that is, you know, it's a whole number. It's like a psychological number. Same thing with, you know, $3, $2. Those are psychological levels. Even $2.25 probably is somewhat of a psychological level. And there's probably some decent support there. You can see there is. We stopped at $2.25. I can even draw another one on here for $2.25 if you want. Again, I'm just going to hit settings and go 2.25, and there you go. We'll lock that boy in. You can see definitely we've seen, you know, our very first turnaround happened at $2.25, and this last one happened at $2.25. Look at it, hit it 1, 2, 3 times on the 4-hour chart. So this is kind of like the range we have here, and I would say that we possibly do have a breakout. Now, TA works really well, but there's a lot of outside factors that can basically destroy all of your TA instantaneously, right? If we were to have, you know, a world war, if we were going to have a big recession, if there was a lot of news, if there was a lot of FUD, a lot of those things can just kind of blast all your support and resistance out of the way. So, you know, it's not fully foolproof, of course. Nothing is perfect and nothing is 100%, but I would say that XRP does have a possible breakout. And all I would say to absolutely confirm this would be a back test of this 2.46 level. And then, you know, maybe blasting up here, breaking out of this and getting significantly above the $2.5 mark. Now we have gone up to, you know, right here, we got up to 2.53 and then it still ended up rejecting. So the lines aren't perfect. It's kind of like an area around that line. You know what I mean? You can see like down here, for example, you know, I don't know why it keeps doing that. where was it? Right here. You can see we almost got to $2.25, but it stopped at $2.23.8. You know what I mean? So you can draw like a bar around these, you know, whatever. It's not exactly on that point, but you can see, I mean, this one hit it almost perfectly. I mean, look at that. It literally, if I go over, highlight over, it got 2.5002. So almost perfectly to that 2.5, and we got a little bit of a rejection here. So there's obviously been a lot of news coming about XRP, a lot of stuff with, you know, the CEO meeting with Trump and all of that. So it does seem to be pretty bullish, especially looking on the rest of the chart here, right? So you got Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, you got all these, and XRP has the biggest gains. And XLM is also kind of like the little brother of XRP, right? Very similar tokens. They've both been around a long time, and they both have similar purposes, very, very similar purposes. So you can see XLM kind of doing similar things as well. So this is kind of how I like to chart. This just, you know, it gets a little bit messy. There's a bunch of lines. If you want to make it a little bit easier, what you can do actually is you can click this button in the top right, this little stacked box thing, and you could take a lot of these and you could like combine these, for example. So if you want to like combine, I don't know, say you want to hide, let me just do like these last ones that I added here. Let's just go like this, and I'm going to hit right click. I'm going to go to create a group of drawings. And then if I wanted to, I could just like basically get rid of all of them in one click. So you can do stuff like that to kind of make it look a little prettier, right? So obviously this looks really nice. Or you could, you know, if you like, let me see here. So like, let's see, where's our really important trend lines? Like that one's a really important one. So you could like take this, move it outside, and then only hide, you know what I mean? Like the rest of them like this, right? So you can do stuff like that. You can create different groups, do all sorts of things if you want to, you know, make it look a little prettier and make it easy to hide. But I don't know, to me, it looks like we potentially do have a breakout from XRP. So that's pretty cool. I am a holder of XRP, and I have been holding XRP for a very long time. I think my very first XRP purchase was about $1.80 in 2017. I think about $1.80 or something like that was my very first XRP purchase. So you know, I do hate on XRP a good amount on social media. And the only reason I do that is because a lot of people are like, XRP is going to go to $100, $1,000, $100,000. And I think that's really misleading. I see a bunch of people on X, content creators that only talk about XRP saying it's going to get $100,000 XRP. And the math for that just does not work out. So I am not at all bearish on XRP. I just don't think the price is going to go above, I don't know, $5. I would say if we made it above $5, I think that would be a pretty, I think we'd be rewriting the history books here, right? Because as you can see, I'm going to put a red one on this one because I don't know that we'll ever get here. I hope we do. I hope I'm wrong. I have a couple thousand XRP. I would be stoked about that. However, I will be selling a lot of my XRP probably about $4. So that's just me personally. That's where I think it's going to go. I don't know. I mean, look at it. If you bought originally at $3.30 in 2018, January, you're still going to be at a loss, which is pretty brutal. Now, if you look at other assets like Ethereum or Bitcoin or any of those, if you bought those in 2018, you are well in the profits right now. So that's kind of the only problem I have. There's a lot of coins. It's very centralized. You know, like 50% of the XRP supply is owned by the company, Ripple, and there's about 50% that they have not printed yet that they could print at any time, whenever they want. They print monthly XRP. So again, breakout, possibly. I think we possibly have seen a breakout here. So let's draw all my lines. All we need is to get back above this $2.50. And I think we're going to see a nice hike to at least, you know, $2.90. Usually when you have a descending line like this and it breaks out, usually at least it's going to go to here, right? So 16%. But I do think the top will be somewhere between I think the top will be somewhere between $3.50, the top for this cycle, meaning the top for this year. I think it'll be somewhere between $3.50 and $5, if I had to guess. That's going to be my educated guess right now. And I can even show you why I think that. There is some risk metrics that I use. It is a paid subscription, but I'll just kind of show you real quick. I'm going to log in real quick, and we're going to go to some risk charts here. So if we go to, where's XRP? XRP. Am I blind? Way down here. Okay. XRP risk. Okay. Here you go. Fiat risk. So it's saying that around, here's just the key risk supply, right? So it's saying that right now we are kind of risky. We're almost at a 0.8 because, you know, the price of XRP was 50 cents not too long ago. This chart right here says the highest likely price for XRP, this means that's the most risk you could ever have. And it's not always guaranteed to get to one risk, but I would say if you want to, you know, make sure you get your money out of the market, put a sell order at $4.25, you know, maybe even $4.24, because I like to undercut it just slightly because, you know, again, that's a psychological level. Again, for for 100% risk, $5, right? So I personally would do an order for like $4.95 or $4.99. So again, this is why I think this is going to be the top for this market. The gentleman who puts together this website is very intelligent and uses all sorts of different metrics. You know, here's kind of the metrics that comes into this. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So anyways, this metric comes from a lot of different things, and it's basically like social media. It's like, you know, what people think of the coins. It has to do with moving averages. It has to do with historical data. You can see all of this here. So it would be very risky to get up here. And then another good point is this time in the risk bands. So right now we're in the 80% risk band, 80 to 90%. And it says that we only spend 1.82% of time in this band on average. For the 90 to 100% risk, it's only 0.84%. So we don't spend a lot of time at these points. You can see that. We really do not spend a lot of time. So the top of this line is basically the most risk you could have, and we're getting very close. That means I will start taking profits. I like using this to take profits because it takes the emotions out of everything. Because when you get to the top of these markets where this risk metric is 1, you know, 100% risk, people are like, we're going to get $1 million XRP. The entire world is going to adopt it. And it'll be really hard for you to get rid of your currency. Now, if you want to just hold this forever, that's your, you know, you're allowed to do that. It's your opinion, right? So if you think this is going to go to $100, be my guest, hold it. I personally will be selling a lot of it between $3 and $5, as I said. Okay. So I already have some orders on the books. I think I have a small order for about $2.90, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have a small order to take some profits. Now, my cost basis is way down here at about 50 cents. Why does that keep happening? My cost basis is about 50 cents. So I am very heavily in the profit right now. So I will be taking profits. And as I said, if you want to follow me, if you want to hit that subscribe button, if you want to follow me on X, I talk a lot on X. If you want to join the Discord, feel free. I chat a lot about it. But when I sell, I will tell everyone I am selling. And I'll say what percentage I'm selling, right? Because I'm not going to sell 100% at a certain price. You know, I might sell 10% at $2.90. And then maybe I'll sell 20% at $3.30 because that was the old all-time high. And then maybe I'll sell another 20% at 3.5. And then maybe I'll sell, you know, 20% at $4. And then maybe I'll leave the very last amount for like $4.50 or maybe even $4.90. I'll hold a small amount back just in case we do see those crazy prices, but I plan on taking profits. Hey, look, we're retesting the 250 right now as we speak. So we'll see what happens here. Let's go to like the 5-minute chart and just see. Yeah, so you can see we bounced off that 250. This might be a confirm on the breakout. If we can get out of this, above this, and get up to like, I don't know, 255 and maybe even retest this, I think we will definitely confirm this breakout. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Wanted to focus on XRP today. I do give kind of a lot of XRP hate on X on Twitter, but I will just say that I am well up on XRP, and I don't think this thing is going to go up forever. And that's what I'm a realistic person. I want to take my profits. I don't want to hold, I've been in this market since 2017. I have held a lot of altcoin bags for an entire 4-year cycle. It is not fun. I'd rather take my profits, wait for the price to go back down, and buy back in the bear market, in the next year or two. Okay. So that's my plan. And we're going to see what happens. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button. If you do want to do any sort of leverage trading or anything like that, I do use BitUnix. It's an amazing exchange. I do have an XRP trade open. It's in the negative right now, I think. Oh no, we're in the positive again. All right, so there we go. I have a $500 margin, basically $1,300. I only use low leverage. So I have a 3X trade. You can see I do have my profit taken at 290. So I will be taking my profit, all of my profit from this leverage trade, because I can guarantee it's going to get to 290. I can't guarantee much after that. So I'm going to take my high leverage because it's more risky. I'm going to close my position, take my cash. I have plenty of spot on Coinbase for XRP. So I'll keep that for that. But if you want to trade on BitUnix, it's great. They have futures trading, legal, basically everywhere. They have spot trading. They have a bunch of very small meme coins you can get on here. I love this exchange, probably my favorite exchange. And if you use my link below, you get a huge discount on fees. They give you VIP 4, I believe, which gives you very, very cheap fees. And they even have cheap fees to start. So huge fan of this exchange. They've been great. I've talked to the staff a lot. They have proof of reserves. They have a lot of coins. They add new coins constantly. Like if I go to new listings, like every day they're adding coins, right? On the 10th, they added a coin. On the 9th, they added a coin. On the 8th, they added 3 coins. You know what I mean? So they add a lot of coins here. They even have Pally AI now. They add a lot of really cool coins on here. So feel free to use the exchange. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Good luck if you're an XRP holder. Again, I do give some crap to the XRP people, but it's only because the unrealistic targets. I hate when I see content creators setting these massive targets that they know will not get hit, because people who are in this to change their life and make money, they're going to wait to sell to $30, $100, and they're never going to sell, and they're going to round trip it. It's going to go all the way back, and they're going to be really pissed. They're either going to sell at a loss, or they're going to be forced to hold it for 4 more years and gain nothing out of it. So that's my opinion. That's all. Have a great day, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Join the Discord if you want to suggest any videos or just chat. And that's it. Have a great day, everyone. Hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. That's it. Have a great day. See you guys.